Click check. Did you just choose a video that you're going to love? Well, are you interested in movies and guns? Ever want to see them up close and get the real story? In that case, you're in the right place. This channel was made for you.
Hello and welcome to Hollywood Guns. I'm your host Wilson. Whether you're into action flicks, classic thrillers, or unforgettable TV shows, this is the place where movie magic meets real-world firearms.
Welcome back, action fans. Today we're diving deep into the world of cinematic weaponry, but with a twist. We're not focusing on the hero's trusty sidearm or the villain's signature piece. Instead, we're shining a light on a gun that played a supporting role in multiple blockbusters, bringing a unique flavor to each film. This machine pistol has unleashed its fury in the hands of iconic characters like Morpheus in The Matrix Reloaded, the Terminator franchise, and even a Bond villain in Skyfall. Its versatility and firepower have made it a favorite for directors seeking to add some extra punch to their action sequences. But what exactly is this mysterious weapon? And which movie scenes have cemented its place in cinematic history? Well, prepare for an in-depth exploration of one of the rarest and most unconventional duty pistols, and stick around to the end of the video where I reveal its surprising connection to one of the greatest villain performances of all time, in this case delivered by the late, great Heath Ledger. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it, the story of the Glock 18. History and background of the Glock 18. Once again, I'm back at Bear Arms Reference Collection in Scottsdale, Arizona, looking at these guns. Bear Arms is both the first and longest supporter of the channel, right from the beginning of Hollywood Guns, and I would really like to give them an extra special shout out for their support. Most of the exotic guns that you've seen on this channel have been provided by them, so if you live in the area, please pay them a visit and tell them Hollywood Guns sent you. The Glock 18 has a fascinating history shrouded in both mystery and exclusivity. Unlike its ubiquitous semi-automatic counterparts, the Glock 18 is a select fire pistol capable of firing in both semi-automatic and fully automatic modes. This makes it a truly unique firearm sought after by many collectors and enthusiasts. And the Glock 18 is so rare that in several of its highest profile movies, the armorers didn't even have access to one, so instead they used modified Glock 17s and they changed them to full auto so that they could produce the same effect. And I'll get to those appearances shortly in the video. And the story begins in the early 1980s when the Australian counter-terrorism unit EKO Cobra requested a fully automatic pistol for their operations. Glock, known for its innovative polymer frame pistols, saw this as an opportunity to internally test their firearms components under the high strain condition of fully automatic firing, and therefore they responded to this request by developing the Glock 18. You enjoying this video? I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors of it who actually make it possible for me to keep creating content. Since this channel doesn't earn any ad revenue because copyright holders of all the movie clips I show don't allow me to monetize these videos, your support of my partners is what makes this possible. First of all, Sonoran Desert Institute. SDI offers online firearms education, including a course for striker-fired pistols like the Glock platform. If you're interested in a career as a gunsmith, shooting sports management, or want to learn about the rapidly expanding opportunities in commercial drones, please use the link in the description and pinned comment where you can ask SDI to send you more information. And Guns International. If you're a collector like me, finding the right firearm like this MP5 from the movie Die Hard takes a lot of time, patience, and dedication. And the challenge is that you're often limited to the dealers within driving distance of your home. That's why I'm proud to have the support of Guns International, the nation's largest online classified listing site for firearms. It connects you with local gun stores and enthusiasts across the country, allowing you to find inventory, compare prices, and talk to great people, and of course, negotiate the best deals. And I'm excited to partner with Guns International for a giveaway. One lucky winner will receive an incredible prize package. So sign up using the link in the description, and I'll announce the winner at the end of April 2025 in the YouTube community section on the channel. Good luck! The Glock 18 is essentially a modified Glock 17, like this one. The difference is that the Glock 18, visually anyway, has an external selector switch that allows the user to switch between firing in semi-automatic mode and full auto fire. In full auto mode, it can fire an insane rate of speed for such a small platform, between 1100 and 1200 rounds per minute. And to feed this high rate of fire, it often comes with an extended 33 round magazine, although it can of course accept other standard Glock magazines, including the one from the Glock 17. Due to its full auto capability, the Glock 18 is heavily restricted in most countries, including the United States, and it's really only sold to military and law enforcement agencies, making it almost impossible to obtain for a civilian collector like myself. And Glock also produced a variant known as the Glock 18C, which features this compensated barrel, ported cuts on the top to reduce muzzle climb during rapid fire. Apparently, this reduces the felt recoil and muzzle climb by about 30% over the standard Glock 18 when firing in full auto bursts. Despite its limited availability, the Glock 18 has gained notoriety through its appearances in various movies, TV shows, and of course video games like the Call of Duty franchise, capturing the imagination of action movie fans worldwide. The Glock 18's movie appearances. Let's head over to IMFDB and take a look at its filmography. Exit Wounds, 2001. The Glock 18's first on-screen appearance was in the 2001 Exit Wounds. I'm glad I finally got to highlight a Steven Seagal movie on the channel, albeit briefly, because while some of his later work hasn't aged well, a few of his older films were hugely entertaining when I was in my late teens, especially Under Siege.
Excuse me! Sorry, sir. I gotta do this. Shit! I can't swim! Don't move! Whoa! It's okay. I'm on the job.
The Matrix Reloaded from 2003. This is arguably the signature film most people recall when it comes to the Glock 18. Morpheus wields it during the Keymaker chase on the 101 freeway. In an unforgettable moment, he uses a samurai sword and follows it up with a full automag dump into the SUV's fuel tank, arguably the standout scene of the entire Matrix sequel.
You always told me to stay off the freeway.
Yes, that's true.
You said it was suicide.
Then let us hope that I was wrong. Crush him.
Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines, also from 2003. Personally, I feel the Terminator franchise should have ended with T2, but as we know, Hollywood often doesn't know when to quit making sequels. Only in hindsight this is revealed to the fans. While the Glock 18 makes a few appearances, none of them rival the iconic status of the AMT hardball alongside, the Uzi 9mm, the General Electric minigun, or the Winchester 1887 from the first two films. Revolver, 2005. Next, we have two British productions, both of which I'm a big fan. Revolver is Guy Ritchie's 2005 follow-up to Snatch, the film that catapulted him to fame. Again, starring Jason Statham, alongside big Hollywood names like Ray Liotta. In Revolver, the Glock 18 serves as the primary weapon of Sorter, the stammering hitman played by Mark Strong. Not only does he take advantage of its full auto capability, but he also attaches a suppressor for extra stealth.
Now what I want you to do, I want you to get in the cupboard and I want you to put your fingers in your ears and it'll be over before you know it.
That's right, do as the man says, mate. Put your fingers in your ears.
Sorter!
Cupboard.
Good girl.
Pull yourself together, man! Sooner! We're gonna have to take the girl.
Of course you have. Now all you gotta do is come and get her.
Skyfall, 2012. The next movie that I strongly associate with the Glock 18 is Skyfall. The shootout between Bond and Patrice really showcases this pistol in all its glory. In this production, they pushed the envelope even further by outfitting the Glock 18 with a 100-round drum magazine and using depleted uranium rounds. I think Skyfall is probably my favorite Daniel Craig Bond movie, and I'm certain that it's a top 3 all-time opening sequence in the 50-year franchise history.
Uncoupling the cars.
The Gunman, 2015. Finally, rounding out our list is a film that I'd not heard of before researching this episode. The Gunman, starring Sean Penn. I had to include it because it's the only movie I could find featuring the compensated Glock 18C that you can see here. Initially I was skeptical, expecting a stale rehash of the aging action hero trope that we've seen from other actors. However, Sean Penn's strong performance quickly dispelled my doubts. After a somewhat slow start, I found myself fully immersed, and by the end I was thoroughly enjoying the ride.
To happiness. To your goddamn fucking happiness.
Felix, start! Felix!
Eddie, he's gone. There's nothing you can do for him. They're gonna come for us. We gotta go.
But wait, there's more. As I said in the intro, the Glock 18 is so rare that several blockbuster movies had to convert Glock 17s to full auto in order to mimic their effect. Incidentally, the way you can tell is that the Glock 17 doesn't have a selector switch to flip between semi and full giggle. Rather, the converted Glock 17s are permanently on fun mode, perfect for the final character in the next list of movies. Here's the list from IMFDB and a selection of clips from 3 of my favorites. First, let's revisit Brad and Angelina in Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I was patrolling the pachinko, your noodle model parlor in the nefarious zone. Hanging out with insects, underducting, the CIA was on the phone. Well, such is life.
Second, the modern classic John Wick, that I've already covered on the channel. In this case, where one of Vigo's henchmen has a full auto Glock 17 fitted into a Fab Defense KPOS G1 carbine chassis. And finally, rounding out the trio, the great Heath Ledger as the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Kai, let's do this.
That's it? 3 guys?
2 guys on the roof. Every guy gets a share. 5 shares is plenty.
6 shares. Don't forget the guy playing the job.
He thinks he can sit it out and still take a slice. I know why they call him the Joker.
You have any idea who you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead!
He's out, right? I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me as soon as we loaded the cash.
No. I killed the bus driver.
Bus driver? What bus driver?
School's out. Time to go. The guy's not getting up, is he? That's a lot of money. What happened to the rest of the guys?
What the hell was that?
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thanks to Bear Arms for providing the Glock 18s, my sponsors Sonoran Desert Institute and Guns International for making this video possible. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you haven't already, please support the channel by subscribing, liking, commenting, and most importantly, hitting that bell icon button so that YouTube remembers to alert you when I post new episodes.
Hi. Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.